In this report, I share my estimated cost to retire in Tallinn, Estonia if the two of us moved here on a tight budget. I'll also include estimated middle range costs in case you have more money. Plus, most people end up spending more than our lower level estimate. As you can see from the video we took with our feet on the ground here, it reminds me of an adult Disneyland. Tallinn is the capital of Estonia and its most populated city, estimated to be approaching 500,000 people in 2024. The city was first written about in the 12th century and was captured by Denmark in 1219 because of its strategic location on the Baltic Sea. After the Danes built a fortified castle around Tallinn in the 13th century, they changed its original German name from Reval to its current name Tallinn. Less than a century later, the Danes sold Tallinn to the Teutonic Knights, and it was later captured by the Russian Empire in 1710. In 1916, Tallinn became the capital of an independent Estonia until it was captured by the Soviet Union in 1940, and after being occupied by the Nazis for 3 years. Tallinn has remained the capital of an independent Estonia since the Soviet Union fell in 1991. Tallinn is one of the most well-preserved medieval towns I've seen in Europe. After sharing my estimated costs, I'll share my retirement desirability factors such as walkability, internet, food, weather, things to do, social considerations, healthcare, expat community, tourist visa, retirement visa, real estate, and our overall retirement desirability score for Tallinn, Estonia. Okay, here we go. Estimated cost to retire in Tallinn, Estonia. Rents. This partially furnished apartment rents for 400 euros, which is 426 USD per month, for a long-term rental in a great area of Tallinn. If you rent for a shorter period of time on Airbnb, it would be much more expensive. A larger flat with more space could cost twice as much per month or even more. So for middle range expenses, I will estimate 800 US per month or more depending upon area and size. Here is the process we use to find great apartments. That link's in the notes below this YouTube video for Tallinn, Estonia. So we will show you a table of all the expenses in a moment. We will use 428 US per month for our lower rent estimate and 800 per month for the middle cost of living estimate for expats who want more space. Utilities. We estimate that the year-round average for our utilities would be about 160 US per month. The utilities would cost more for the larger space, starting at around 220 per month. Groceries. We estimate about 390 US per month for groceries. Other expats are likely to spend more on imported groceries they miss from home, spending more like 480 per month on groceries. Restaurants. We would eat out twice per week, mostly in more local-style restaurants, averaging about 7 to 10 US per meal, and 1 or 2 splurges per month of about 12 to 17 US per meal per person in more international types of restaurants. If you add all that up, you would spend around $230 per month for the two of us. We may have a beer here and there, but we'll cover that below in alcohol. Other expats are likely to eat in more Western-style foods in expensive expat-style restaurants and less in local-style restaurants, so they would likely spend more like $340 per month for 2 people in the restaurants. It is lifestyle dependent. Cell phone data. The cost to get a prepaid 𝗖𝐴 SIM card for your unlocked smartphone is about $550 US per month, with about 5 gigabytes per month of data, 500 minutes, and 50 SMS texts. My Android phone will act as a hotspot, so we can both be on the internet at the same time when we are out of the house together. Other expat couples are likely to buy 2 SIM cards with more data, so they would spend about $20 per month. Laundry. The apartments all seem to have clothes washing machines. The above grocery estimate includes laundry detergent. Okay, drinking water. We read online that the water is clean here and many people drink water from the tap, but we would probably be more careful. We didn't see 20-liter jugs here, so we would probably get a Brita water filter. The filter refills would be about $5 US per month. Internet, 60 megabits per second up, and down is about 20 USD for in-home Wi-Fi. Public transportation. The public transportation for tourists is €2 per person, but once you register as a resident of Estonia, the public transportation is free. We would still take a Bolt taxi from time to time, so we estimate about $30 per month for public transportation or for transportation. Other expats may take Bolt taxis more often and less public transportation, so $100 a month for them, and that's if they don't try to buy and pay for a car. Okay, alcohol, which would be optional. Domestic beer in grocery stores in Tallinn is about $1.71 US for a half liter, which is about the size of a tall boy in the US. In bars and restaurants, half liter draft domestic beers are about $4 to $6 US. We estimate about $140 per month on alcohol for the two of us. Many other expats would spend a higher amount for imported foreigner craft beers and expat bars, so about $200 US per month for two people, assuming they're not into imported whiskey or wine. Entertainment, which is optional, we would budget about $200 per month for entertainment for the two of us. We enjoy doing more do-it-yourself kinds of entertainment, so expats would spend a little more than us, maybe $300 per month for the two of them. Okay, let's add it all up. For the lower cost in Tallinn, Estonia, rent $428, utilities $160 US, groceries $390 US, restaurants $230, cell data $5, laundry $0, drinking water $5, internet $28, transportation $30. If you add all that up, it would be $1,276 per month. If you add optional alcohol of $140, it would put you at $1,416 per month. If you add $200 optional entertainment, it would have put you at $1,616 per month. For the middle range costs with the higher rents and restaurants and grocery store costs, the basic cost would come to $1,993 per month. Add $200 for alcohol, it would put you at $2,193. Add $300 for entertainment, it would put you at $2,493 per month. The above lower estimated cost of living would be if the two of us lived in Tallinn, Estonia on a tight budget. The middle estimate is just an example of what other expats might spend if they moved here. To understand what it would cost you to live here, you must put your feet on the ground, see how you would choose to rent, eat, and entertain yourself, and add it all up. It doesn't matter what anyone else spends because we are all different. Okay, Tallinn, Estonia, retirement desirability factors. Before you move anywhere outside your home country, create a list of things that you must have for your happy retirement. Here are my retirement desirability factors, and I'll rank each as high, medium, or low before assigning an overall retirement desirability score to Tallinn, Estonia. Walkability, I would say high. We stayed about 30 minutes walking distance from the Old Town area of Tallinn, but we found all of our daily needs within a 5 to 15 minute walk of our apartment. So we just walked everywhere. We did not even bother to ride the public transportation, which had a stop right in front of our apartment. We took a Bolt taxi to and from our Airbnb apartment to where we caught the ferry over to Helsinki for our day trip. Details on that on the full report. So we would not need a car if we lived in Tallinn. Internet, I would say high. The Wi-Fi in our Airbnb was 100 megabits per second up and 120 megabits per second down. Way better than we needed to do Zoom calls, upload YouTube videos, and watch Netflix. Food, I would say high. There was a grocery store right across the street from our apartment, and the prices were reasonable enough, so we didn't even bother going to our favorite Lidl grocery store, which was just about 20 minutes away by trolley from our house. There's also a large selection of various foreign restaurants in Tallinn, since it is the capital city, with prices running from about 12 to 17 US in the central walkable area of the town, the castle area. There are also local family food places around with meals starting around 7 US per meal. Weather, I would say medium. February is the coldest month in Tallinn, averaging 18 Fahrenheit, which is -8 Celsius. At night, but increasing to 29 Fahrenheit, which is -2 Celsius in the day. July is the warmest month in Tallinn, averaging 54 Fahrenheit, 12 Celsius at night, but increasing to 72 Fahrenheit or 22 Celsius in the day. The best weather in Tallinn runs June through August. The rainy season is November through January, when it rains 13 or more days in the month. About 5 inches of snow falls on Tallinn on average for the months of November through February. Things to do. I would say hi. Tallinn is on the Gulf of Finland on the Baltic Sea, so most activities available living on the sea are available to you, such as kayaking, fishing, sailing, and the beach. Of course, the beach season is shorter because of the Baltic Sea is so far north. Tallinn is the capital city of Estonia, so it hosts many cultural events such as the Early Summer Festival of Endless Food, Beer, and Laughter, the Medieval Days Festival, when the city transforms into medieval food and clothing, and the Nargen Festival that features classical and contemporary music, and 10 more festivals and events that I will provide a link for, plus the usual museums, malls, nightlife, coffee shops, visiting musicians from around the world. Okay, social considerations. I would say hi. About 15% of the people living in Estonia are not Estonian citizens. That means they are here with temporary or permanent residency. There are citizens of 151 countries living in Estonia. English is the most widely spoken foreign language in Estonia, with 47% of the population speaks English, most as their second, third, or fourth language. In the age group of 15 to 29-year-olds, about 85% speak English, and that's why they work in the tourist industry often. In general, Estonians of all ages are kind people and friendly. Okay, safety considerations. I would say hi. The United States and Estonia are strong allies and partners. The U.S. State Department webpage for Estonia publishes the lowest level 1 risk for Estonia. Exercise normal precautions. Numbeo surveys report that crime is lower and life is safer in Tallinn, Estonia than in West Palm Beach, Florida, for example. But you can compare Tallinn to other cities in the world at that link. We've been out walking around at 1 a.m. in Tallinn on a Saturday night, and it felt safe to us. You can also review my report, How to Travel the World Safely, which is how I have remained safe traveling the world for 17 years. Okay, expat community, I would say hi. Here are a few Facebook pages that cater to English-speaking expats living in Tallinn, Estonia, one with 40,000 and one with 22,000 members, respectively. These online expat communities are great for learning all about things that expats want to learn when they first move overseas. They're more likely to answer questions they have not answered recently, so make sure to scroll down and search for previous questions asked and answered before posting any questions in these groups. Okay, medical. I would say hi. This Healthcare International Comparison Index ranks Estonia 37th in the world, 32 spots better than the United States, which ranks at 69th. There are different ways healthcare is rated, but this one seems to be considering quality of care in relation to what patients are charged. You may decide to seek treatment in Tallinn or in one of the other countries in the world on this or any other ranking. According to this ranking, you're likely to get better healthcare for cheaper in Estonia than you would get in the most expensive healthcare country in the world, the USA. Okay, tourist visa. Hi, Estonia is a member of the Schengen visa countries. Citizens of many countries such as the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Malaysia, USA, and many others are given 90 days of visa-free entry upon arrival. Plus, we can stay in any Schengen member country for no more than 90 days cumulatively during any 180-day period. Okay, retirement visa. I would say medium. Estonia has no retirement visa per se. It does have an investment visa. According to this webpage, link provided, you can either invest in a business activity in the country with a capital of at least 65,000 euros, which is 70,000 US, conduct your own business with 16,000 euros, which is 17,000 US, or create a startup company plan that is approved by an expert committee. For more information on this investment visa, I've included a link to an immigration lawyer's website. I don't know this lawyer personally, so make sure to conduct your own due diligence on their background and expertise. Okay, real estate. I would say hi. Foreigners are allowed to buy real estate in Estonia on the same terms as residents. However, I do not recommend buying real estate in a foreign country until you've lived there for an extended period of time, making sure you love it. If you decide to buy, you should also get your own lawyer that has no conflict of interest with you. For example, do not use a lawyer recommended by your real estate broker or local lever. Okay, Tallinn Estonia, retirement desirability score. I would say medium. I like warmer year-round weather. It's not terrible weather here, but cool enough in the winter months to make me want to fly south to warmer weather for 6 months of the year.
The other thing you need to do is get on my email list. I share ideas about how to save money and time and avoid problems retiring overseas in my videos and in my emails. So go to that same webpage, vagabondbuddha.com, click on free ebook near the top. You'll see it in the same menu. Click on that, get on my email list, and you'll get emails once a week about all the information I provide about that.
But if you like city life and are comfortable with 4 seasons and are attracted to the cultural aspects of being in one of the most beautiful capital cities in Eastern Europe, then Tallinn would likely be highly desirable for you, especially when compared to some of the more expensive, culturally rich cities in Western Europe.